Hey, good morning, guys. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Okay. Um, let's talk about a system for a minute. Okay. Now, what is a system? A system is a group of, from what I read back in the days, a system is like a bunch of things, a group of things put together, right? Interconnection put together, right? Um, that people, organization, institutions, use to keep things in so-called order. Now, any free thinker know that most system, if not all of it, is nothing but a bunch of lies. Because you keep people in check. You keep people in order. It's within that order that you get oppression, right? There's always somebody profiting from a system, from an organization, from interconnection. Now, who's interconnecting based on truth? Who has a lot to gain by oppressing people? That's why I feel it is so important to go back to basic. Because once you go back to basic, let me put my deodorant before I forget. Once you go back to basic, right, you can remove layers. Because you have to remove layers for you to go back. And that's how you have a better chance of finding out what is true and what is not. So by removing the layers, you are like unlearning to learn. There's a point in life, and I'm speaking by experience because God put me through it and I have done it. I have done the exercise and I'm still doing it. Okay? By removing the layers, by unlearning to learn, that's when you're going to find your true identity. Because everything else is a lie. People tell you what to do. People tell you how to think. People tell you what your name is. People tell you where you're from. People tell you, and they took God out of the equation to put you in order, and then you start seeing them as God. They didn't create you, and they couldn't create themselves. We are all being used by God for a purpose, but most of us ignore that purpose, ignore that assignment, and we put our own assignment in place, right, for our own profit. So the institution, the system that is against you is sometime and many times an inside system. You too can create a system, a group of things, an interconnection within yourself to go against you. And that's why you can't achieve anything. And that's why you can't commit to anything. And that's why the problem is always other people and not you. Unlearn to learn. The first institution that started lying to us is in the family. In the family, mama and daddy were lied to, so they lied to us. Government continue to lie because, hey, how else they going to get all the resources, everything that God has given you? They need to have it land in their pockets. You understand? They have to apply a group of things to help you think that you are worthless. A group of things to make you feel like you're not worthy. That you did not come from God Almighty, the King of Kings, the God, Big G, the God of God. They have to let you know you are a descendant of a nobody. You see what I'm saying? You are from a place where only darkness and diseases reign. Yeah, they have to make you think that they are better. And sometimes you do it too. You do it too in your system. You use your nation, you use your locality, you use your degrees, you use your gender, you use your religion to say you are better. Meanwhile, that has nothing to do with the power of your existence. And so because you continue with the lie, you don't achieve greatness. You achieve what you call greatness, but not what God created you to do. Greatness in darkness, greatness in negativity and toxicity. You become the king of the valley of death. Is that greatness? No, that's not greatness according to God, according to purpose that He already ordained for you and for myself. That's why nothing is working. The people perish for lack of knowledge. Not knowledge from the worldly system that was placed to break you. So you think somebody created something to break you, and that's why you that's the reason why you perishing? You perishing because you lack of the real knowledge, the knowledge of existence, the knowledge of your maker, the knowledge of creation, the knowledge of self-love, that interconnection that you are entitled to, that you already have. Connection to the maker, not connection to the government, not connection to toxic family members. A lot of you, especially a lot of men, you understand? One toxic woman raised you, placed negativity inside of your mind, and you grow up fighting for your life, fighting against everything. You can't find your way because that Jezebel already broke you since childhood. But you are loyal to that Jezebel because you say society told you that there is nothing better than a mother's love. And you, a woman, a toxic father, you understand? Who is there who believes nothing good about you? And you believe it. And you reproduce that connection by marrying a toxic man who is just like your dad, moody as hell. So, who do we blame? I remember back in the days, let's take it for example, like journalism. Back in the days, as far as I remember, we had real journalism. We had real journalists, on the ground, showing you what's happening. You understand? Helping you to get understanding of what's happening. But now, especially with social media, everybody's a journalist. With social media, all you have is lies. You understand? You watching TV, they're telling you what he said. So-and-so said. So-and-so said. Every time on your phone popping up, so-and-so said, so-and-so did. Why didn't you take me there so I can hear it for myself and I can see it for myself? So they have a plan in place to use every angle to break him, to break you, to break me, to stop him, to stop you, to stop me. By changing, by decapitating real news. And then that same demonic spirit will form another system to check what he is doing to the others as facts. And what you're saying, which is true, as false. And then all the demons will get together against that person because that fact check told you that that person lied. Meanwhile, fact check is in association with that same lying system. It is a beautiful thing when you can think for yourself, when you can act for yourself, when you can build your home based on morals, ethic, principles, based on what God gave us as knowledge. The people perish for lack of knowledge. Okay? Check the mistakes that we have made and analyze it based on basic knowledge of God. And you will see we are responsible for what we allow into our spirit. That's from every angle. Save yourself. Save your home. Save your life. Get wisdom, the principal thing.